48,000 inside the Borussia Park Stadium to see 12th place Gladbach with 22 points up against 6th place Werder Bremen with 28 points. Pizarro back in the team for them, but Bremen on a bit of a slide at the moment. 6 games with no win, and they've lost the last 4 in a row. We join it in the 4th minute. It's Gladbach on the attack, and they were pushing the point of Bremen's form and made it 1-0 after just 4 minutes through Reus. His 4th goal of the season. Per Mertesacker, his 100th game for Bremen, not starting very well at all. Michel Fronzek, confident perhaps, but not offside given. Passive possibly a mistake from the referee's assistant, but the game ran, and Bobadilla able to cut that one back for Reus, and he made no mistake from there. And it was to get worse for Bremen. Lucky 13 for Mönchengladbach. By his long kick, Reus to Bobadilla, and Bobadilla to Kalauti, and it was 2-0 after just 13 minutes. Roberto Kalauti's 3rd goal of the season. Tim Wiese could only shout at his defence. Gladbach have not lost to Bremen in this stadium since it's been built. And the ball behind the line, no matter how much Tim Wiese tried to scrape it out. So, a dream start for Borussia Mönchengladbach. Tim Wiese didn't know where the ball was. And it was to get even sweeter for the men from Gladbach. 18 minutes gone. Levels to Reus. Bobadilla, back of the net, surrounded by 4 Bremen players. Bobadilla, who's not scored in 917 minutes of Bundesliga football, finally gets his 2nd of the season. Tim Wiese can only hold his head in his hands. He's never won in Gladbach in 5 attempts. But what were the Bremen defenders thinking? Wiese beaten at his near post. 3-0 the score. Then, on the 26th minute, Naldo. Ozil and Marine playing the 1-2. And Mesut Ozil had the ball in the back of the net, and it was 3-1. 7th goal of the season for the young German international. Been suffering a bit of a dip in form lately, and he was lucky that that one went through Logan Bailly's legs. But that got Bremen back into the game. It was still before the break. Ozil, mistake, Marks and Kalauti getting the ball to Bobadilla. Wiese comes for it, misses it, and it's the 3rd of the season for Bobadilla and the 2nd of the game. 4-1. Back in the 65-66 season, Borussia Mönchengladbach lost 7-0 to Werder Bremen, and surely thoughts of a nice revenge on their minds as number 4 hit the back of the net. Bobadilla can't believe his luck. And still, the first half rolling on. 5 minutes to go to the break. Aaron Hunt and Claudio Pizarro made it 4-2. 7th goal of the season for Pizarro. They last won here, Bremen, back in February 2004. They were still 2 goals behind. And at half-time, the Gladbach fans stunned that they'd seen 6 goals in 45 minutes. Into the second half, Bremen naturally a team that if anyone can do it, they can, trying their best. Marco Marin, an emotional return for him. 37 games he played for Borussia Mönchengladbach, scoring 4 goals in that time. Just past the hour mark, free kick for Gladbach, parried by Wiese. And between them, Arango and Royce unable to make it 5. 11 minutes later, a breakaway. Arango. And then Bobadilla. And Wiese hooking it out at the last possible second. Well worth another look. That ball certainly looking as if it didn't quite cross the line. Tim Wiese riding his luck once more. Then on 84 minutes, some serious foul play from Logan Bailly, bringing down Marco Marin in front of what used to be his own home crowd. And Dr. Felix Breisch pointing to the spot for the 6th time this season, but no question of that. The flying goalkeeper taking out the number 10. Up step Thorsten Frings. Still possibly a little bit disappointed about being left out of the squad for the fitness test for South Africa. He converts his first goal of the season, grabs it straight away, of course, and runs back to the centre spot. Thomas Schaaf, his coach, urging him on. Could they get that last goal that would be an equaliser? No, they could not. So Bremen slide to a 5th loss in a row, and Gladbach for once managed to keep the advantage. All 3 points go to Gladbach.